clueless normies would probably say, it's just too big, so they haven't found waggy work tomorrow, but you feel like going to sleep is a waste of time. So you're commuter train, smelling some old dude sweat. Yes. And chucked in. Bad news. Degenerates. We're literally locked up in space. Gonna drop some truth bombs about the highly likely theory that all the stars in the night sky are just straight up projection mapping. It's past 3 a.m. right now. I'm chilling in my pitch black room, tapping away on my phone in bed. I know for a fact you lads are doing the exact same thing. Staring at the ceiling in bed, listening to this with one earbud in. I just know it. You've got school or waggy work tomorrow, but you feel like going to sleep is a waste of time. So you're right in the middle of escaping reality. I get it. Makes total sense. But listen up. Once you hear the doom pill I brought today, you might be able to sleep peacefully. Or maybe you'll wake up in pure despair instead. Anyway, before we get to the meat of it, let me quickly lay out the roadmap. There are 4 parts. First, Chapter 1, the lie that the universe is vast. Next, Chapter 2, the real answer to the Fermi Paradox. Then, Chapter 3, reading and flexing on the admins. Finally, Chapter 4, tomorrow is just another day of waggy confinement. I'm gonna go in that order. I ain't gonna do any long-winded self-inserts, so chill. Gonna keep it simple enough so even we degenerates can understand it like middle school level. Alright, first up, Chapter 1, the lie that the universe is vast. So, like I said, I was starving in the middle of the night, slurping up some seafood cup noodle, and scrolling through some Matome aggregator sites when I saw one of those images comparing the sizes of things in the universe. You know the ones. Earth is a dot, the sun is a marble, the galaxy is a dodgeball, that kind of stuff. Usually when I see that I think, wow, the universe is way too huge. Laughing my ass off, my problems are so tiny. But today, out of nowhere, a different kind of doubt popped up. Press X to doubt. Is this actually real? I can't even wrap my head around it being vast, and it feels more like this is all just fake as hell. Wait, you guys are totally sneering at your phone screens right now like, what the fuck is original poster talking about? Did the cup noodle steam finally melt his brain? That's just your headcanon, isn't it? Or has your escapism reached a galactic scale now? Yep, I knew it. With that reaction, you're confirmed brain dead with zero imagination. I thought it was crazy at first myself, but just think about it for a sec. That suffocating feeling in your lives. The endless loop of everyday bullshit, nowhere to go, never becoming anyone. That absolute claustrophobia. What if that ain't just your lack of effort, but a built-in feature where you literally can't leave from the start? Rather than believing in some flower garden fantasy about a vast universe, thinking we're trapped inside a giant planetarium explains our current situation way better, doesn't it? What the fuck? It hit me. I realized that the sheer emptiness of my life is entirely the universe's fault. You asking for a source? Source. Just trust me, bro. Next, Chapter 2. The real answer to the Fermi Paradox. Here's where the real shit begins. Do you guys know the Fermi Paradox? Stripping away the complicated words, it basically asks, since the universe is stupidly huge, and there's an infinite number of stars, there should be a metric ton of aliens besides us Earthlings. So why hasn't a single one come to say hi? Logically, at least one advanced civilization should have found Earth and popped in for a quick hello. There are a bunch of theories about this. You clueless normies would probably say, it's just too big, so they haven't found us yet. But the theory I want to push here, or rather, the one I just discovered, is the Planetarium Hypothesis. Clueless goobers who don't know this will just get exploited. Apparently, it's a legit theory backed by some famous sci-fi authority dude named Stephen Baxter. The primary source was too long, didn't read, so here's the 3-line summary. Our Earth is locked inside a massive planetarium dome, created by highly advanced aliens. We are completely isolated from the outside by an invisible wall. The stars in the night sky are all just images projected onto the ceiling of the dome. Basically, That's what it is. The correlation is an absolute unit. In other words, we're being kept as pets inside an invisible wall this whole time. It's the ultimate form of the zoo hypothesis. In this giant reserve called Earth, they're observing how humanity manages to destroy itself. That's why nobody comes from the outside, and we can't leave either. Those twinkling stars in the romantic Milky Way we see at night, all just fake as hell projection mapping. How does that sound? It might go against your intuition, but when you're told this is reality, doesn't it make a weird amount of sense? No matter how much we struggle, we've been inside a cage from the start. All our daily fuck-ups can just be written off as part of the experimental data. It's fine. It ain't that we're brain dead. The environment is just trash. This is educational as hell, ain't it? Alright, next up, Chapter 3, Reading and Flexing on the Admins. Let's say this theory is totally real. Outside that massive dome above our heads, there's absolutely gotta be an observer watching us intently. Some super smart, highly advanced alien types eating popcorn and looking down at our miserable lives. If that's the case, let's use this opportunity to throw as much bait and trash talk at those admins as possible. Hey, you alien freaks outside the wall. Are you listening? This little sandbox you made is pretty garbage. A system that produces a burned-out middle-aged degenerate, like me, whose only skill is typing on a PC and refreshing Matome sites all day. That's clearly a design flaw, ain't it? Give us some better events, you cowards. Laughing my ass off. Stay mad, admins. Laughing my ass off, they are seething. No matter how much we act tough and yell out loud down here, their observation notes will just say, the Nan-J degenerate specimen in the far east of Earth suddenly started barking at the void. He's lost his mind. Do we need to repair him? It's so sad I can't even laugh. Wait, no, actually I'm laughing my ass off. If we're being watched anyway, we might as well play the entertaining clown. All of you, crawl out of your futons right now and flip off the ceiling. And then spam the play count on this stream and smash that like button. That's our only resistance. Your meaningless little clicks might get recorded as anomalous observation data in the admin system. Let's show them the power of our degenerate unity. Alright, the finale. Chapter 4. Tomorrow is just another day of Wagi confinement. Well, I've been expanding on this grandiose, cosmic level delusion up to this point. But let's get our facts straight. Separate your feelings from the facts, lad. At the end of the day, whether there's a giant invisible wall above our heads or not, whether the whole universe is projection mapping or not, our tomorrow ain't gonna change one bit. Tomorrow at 7 a.m., we'll still get slapped awake by our alarms. Packed tightly into a commuter train, smelling some old dude sweat. Yeeks. And chucked into another confinement facility called a cramped office. That's reality. Inside the grand cosmic dome is Earth. Inside Earth is a concrete box. And inside that, we're chained to a tiny desk. Here. It's double confinement. There's a reason for this. It's because we're bottom-tier corporate slaves. Sad, but completely deserved. So worrying about what's outside the wall, or whether aliens are watching, is just a waste of time. Separate what you can change from what you can't, bro. Since we can't go outside anyway, all we can do is just numbly grind through the experimental guinea pig routine we were handed inside this tiny sandbox. That's our assigned role. Can't see any hope for the future, seriously. Alright, we're done here. Talking about this any longer is just gonna make me hollow. So we're done. Going to bed early. Taking the W once you finish listening to this. Close your phones immediately and go glare down the admins in your dreams. By the way, next time, I'm gonna explain hindsight bias. Catch you later.